Shalom, family. This is Yuda. I have a message for the Creator's people. Before I start, I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Sabbath. This message came to me yesterday. I was so down, sad, perplexed, frustrated, and I didn't know why. I was so spiritually disturbed that I got in the car and I drove to the beach and I parked under this tree and I started praying. Why was I feeling this? Why was my spirit so troubled? And then it came to me. This message came straight from the Creator. I'm not asking anybody to believe anything I say, but I'm going to pull directly from the Scripture. And you do with this what you choose. I'm not doing this to offend anybody, especially the women. I'm doing this because my spirit is telling me the Creator wants this to be heard. This is not the normal type of lesson that I do. None at all. This is not what I do. But the only way I'm going to find rest in my spirit is to obey what I truly believe is a message from the Creator. I could not understand why was I so troubled. Why was I so disturbed? Why was I feeling all of this heaviness? And the Creator told me in my spirit, this is how I feel, and this is why. Why the serpent chose Eve instead of Adam? Let's find out. Let's go to Genesis chapter 2, verses 15 to 18. The Creator took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. And the Creator commanded the man, you are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die. We're talking of spiritual death. The Creator also said, it's not good for the man to be alone. So I'm going to make him a helper suitable for him. Chapter 3, the fall. The serpent was more crafty than any of the wild beasts the Creator had made. And he said to the woman, did God really say? What's happening right here? You see, what I know for a fact is that the Creator spoke directly to Adam. He explained to Adam straight forward what his instructions were. So Adam knew, but he did not tell Eve. The Creator didn't tell Eve. Adam did. So he said to the woman, this is the serpent, did God really say that? That you must not eat from any tree in the garden? What is he doing here? You see, because the Creator didn't tell Eve the same thing he told Adam. So that left a tiny little bit of doubt in Eve's mind, because she did not hear the Creator tell Adam anything. And the Creator did not tell Eve what he told Adam. So the serpent played on that little bit of doubt. All he needs is a crack. He don't need much space, just a little bit. So he played on Eve's doubt, creating more doubt. Can you really trust Adam? After all, the Creator didn't tell you that. How do you know Adam is telling the truth? The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die." First of all, the Creator never said anything about touching the tree. I don't know why Eve did that. I don't know why she said that. But that was her own input. She didn't get that from the Creator. So the serpent told her, "You won't die." The serpent said to the woman, "For the Creator knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like the Creator himself, knowing good from evil." So when the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. And get this, she also gave some to her husband. A lot of people ask this question. Was Adam deceived also? No, Adam was not deceived. He wasn't deceived. Why? Because Adam heard directly from the Creator. So Adam knew. He knew better. And where was Adam? Where was Adam when all of this took place? Right here. He was with her. Adam heard everything. He saw everything. And he participated. But what did he really do? He passed his authority that was given to him to his wife. She became his leader. That's what created the fall. Not a fruit, not an apple. It was disobedience. It was giving away something that was specifically given to you for a specific reason. And you had no authority to pass it on to the woman. So he ate. Then the Creator said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" Not Adam. He said, "What is this you, woman, have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me." So who got deceived? It wasn't Adam. Like I said, Adam knew better. He knew better. But he still allowed this woman to lead him. So he ate. And to the woman he said, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband." Let me break this down. What does it mean? Her desire will be to her husband. The word desire, or in Hebrew, teshuga, only appears 3 times in the book. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 16, a woman's desire for her husband. Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, sin's desire for Cain. And Song of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 10, a lover's passionate longing. But in Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, teshuga implies a desire to control or dominate. That's what's really being said in Genesis. This woman, from generations to come, will have the desire to overrule and run the husband. In other words, she's going to make every attempt possible to dominate, lead, take the order out of order. That's what it's saying. This is not me saying it. I'm reading what's he already written, which many scholars use to interpret Genesis chapter 3, verse 16 as a struggle for relational influence, not a romantic longing. This desire this woman had for a husband, it wasn't to please him. She wanted control. Do we see that today? Let me ask you a question. Who is it that loves marriages and hates divorces? The Creator. Let me ask you another question. Who is it that loves divorces and hates marriage? The serpent. The struggles that you deal with today, family, between husband and wife, it's not a physical struggle. It is a spiritual invasion. It is the serpent still doing what he's always done, trying to separate you from your husband or your husband from you. He's out of time. His mission is to seek out and destroy. Now to Adam, the Creator says, listen to this, because you listen to your wife. The word because, that is a accusational phrase. Because you did something that I did not authorize you to do. What was that? What did Adam do that he wasn't authorized to do? You listen to your wife. You let her lead. I put you in charge. Because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. We all know what happened after that. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you would eat food from it all the days of your life. This was the fall. So what brought down Adam? It wasn't the fruit. The Creator never said one time, because you ate this fruit. What he did say was because you listened to your wife. Family, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you what the Creator is trying to get you to see. The reason that we're struggling, husband against wife, wife against husband, is because of this. Order is now in disorder. Disorder is the main ingredient for chaos. This is why we can't rise as a nation, because we are not in order. We're not in order. And it's not going to get any better until we realize what we're doing wrong. We are taking somebody else's lane. You jumped from your lane into another person's lane that was not intended for you. That's just nothing but chaos. So how do we fix this? I'm not telling any of you women to follow a man that is obviously sinning. I can't tell you how to solve that problem. All I can tell you is that according to the Creator, you must follow righteousness. So if your husband is a sinner and he lives that kind of life, you don't have to follow that. You don't have to follow that. So this is the point that I have been shown that I'm supposed to show you. I'm not a marriage counselor. I don't ever claim that. But this is put in my spirit, and I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep. I kept getting Genesis in my head, and I'm not able to. Why am I seeing Genesis? So I got up and I started reading Genesis, and this is what jumped out at me. Family, we got to undo everything the colonizers did to both men and our women. We have to. If we don't, we're not going to make it. This all started with women's lib. It went from there to equal rights. It went from there to the welfare system. And you all know how that worked. A woman could take welfare and get a check, food, and all this stuff. But the key thing, you had to get rid of that man. That's division. That's separation. So I'm going to ask you again. Who loves divorce, separation, and hates marriage and unity? The serpent. So who's behind all of these struggles, all of this chaos in your relationships? Who's really behind that? Who is the one that creates division and separation? Look at the people that rule and run your country. They are the ones that created these laws that directly conflict with the Creator's laws. He separated you. So who are they? They're the serpent's children. And they're just doing their job, which means we should be doing ours. This is the problem, among many others. Family, we got to get this right. We got to get this right. Men, I'm talking to you directly. Not the unrighteous, but the righteous men. Your position is to lead, not to follow. Your appointed position is leader. You have to take that back. Women, you have to relinquish your control or whatever power you may have over that man. Give him back his lane. Let him be what and who he was created to be. Get the order back so we can rise. Like I said, this is not my normal teaching, but I couldn't avoid it. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to upset anybody, but this is the case. This is coming straight from Scripture. Adam was not deceived. Eve was deceived. And again, why was not Adam deceived? Because Adam knew he got his instructions straight from the mouth of the Creator. So the serpent couldn't fool him. This is why he went to the woman. This is why the Creator told Adam, because you listened, because you gave up the authority I placed on you, you gave it to somebody else. So I want y'all to take one more look at what this part means in Scripture. When he told the woman, your desire will be for your husband. We have misunderstood that. This is what it really means. And like I said, it only appears 3 times in the whole book. But check this out. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 16, woman's desire for her husband. In Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, sin's desire for Cain. In Song of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 10, a lover's passionate longing. The truth in Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, Teshuvah implies this is what that verse means: a desire to control or dominate. Again, I don't want to offend anybody, but let's look at the truth. This is what he was saying to this woman when he told her your desire should be unto your husband. He was saying you're going to want to run, rule, and dominate. Tell me this is not what we're seeing today. Tell me this is not the truth. I'm not trying to start wars between families, husbands and wives. I'm trying to settle an issue that is deep embedded into our nation with the help of the colonizers. They created this scenario. They are the clever beast of the field. Shalom.